Hello guys, welcome to GwPro Trading. It's Michael here, and today we're going to be looking at technical analysis we have on pound CAD. If you're new to this channel, I recommend that you subscribe and also smash on the notification bell on this channel so you'll be getting information whenever I post content such as this one. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at pound CAD and also what opportunities we have with pound against the CAD. Alright, so let's look at what we did over some few days back, okay, because I like to share with you guys what I expected to see before now. Okay, so this is what I expected to see before now. All right, so this is analysis which I did before on my channel, and you guys see that I was actually setting up to see a possible 1, 2, 3 right here, and then A, right, B right here, and maybe C right here to complete that wave 4. Okay, so what we've seen here is we've seen a possible completion of those setups there, right? Okay, see the possible completion of those setups there, and I also showed you guys with also example with also this one here, also giving you why and certain reasons, criteria why I want to see price move up to this point, and that was what we saw. And then we also had that price then started to fall at one point, and then I also shared it back at the group that I want to see structural breaking. Okay, so when we had a structural breaking is when I wanted to see a retest, and from that point on I want to see price starting to move down to the downside. Okay, so as you guys know, let me just go back to the chart and then let's share with you guys. Okay, so I also did another okay, this was also as part of the lessons which we did during the Elliott wave, and also let's see. Okay, so that was all the lessons we did with. Okay, let's see another one here. Okay, so another one we had, yeah, okay, that was pretty late. Okay, so let's look at the chart and then let's see what opportunities we can also make out from this one, right? Okay, so this is what we did over the time, and this was also the structure which I was looking at here, okay, for a break, and I was looking at the structure here for a break. Okay, so this happened, and this turned out to be a 2-bar correction. Okay, so this turned out to be a 2-bar correction. As you guys know, whenever I look at the chart and I have a 2-bar correction such as this one here, I take very great note of it. Okay, I take very good note of it, because once we have 2-bar corrections such as this one here, possibly we could also be having a possibility that price could also stay, fake out a little bit, and then maybe do one of these structures and then continue to upside. This was also similar to what we saw here back at 2021, also which price did a 2-bar correction on a daily time frame. This was one of the trades we waited to take, and once price corrected that way, all right, so we waited inside of this territory. Once price dropped, I told my crew that this is a fake out. Okay, so this is a fake out, and what I want to be seeing is price taking out this 2-bar correction. Okay, so once price continued this way, I knew that price is still having that potentials of still continuing to the upside. Okay, so that price bounce up there, bounce inside that zone, then continue to the upside. Okay, so when price came back into testing this zone here, I knew that that was the best time to wait for a breakout of this 2-bar correction, and then we could also look for a retest, and then we continue selling that to the downside. Okay, so one of the things we did back 2021, and also I'm going to see apply that same formula here, because what I do on a trading basis, I keep repeating what I do previously over in the future. All right, so it's about keeping a constant trading setup or trade plan. Okay, success in trading comes from doing consistent thing. Okay, it's about consistency. It's not about what you know. It's about being consistent in doing that same thing over and over again, and you're going to see result, provided it's something that has been proven to bring forth result. Okay, so it's a strategy. Okay, so one of the things I did also planning for this one here is I want to see price break this previous structure, because in the bid to upside, this was the only candle that was different in this move right here. Okay, apart from this one here, we had price clear that range and then continue upside as we wanted to see. Okay, so what I want to be seeing now is I want to see that this 2-bar correction is being taken out. Okay, that this 2-bar correction is not a corrective wave that would also push price to the next level. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here, I did put up a structure here, and if you go down to an H4, you would also see that this structure here is where price is currently sitting right now at the moment. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing for the 2-bar corrective wave and also on a weekly time frame, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dragging this one here, and I'm going to be duplicating this one here. Okay, I'm going to be duplicating this one here, and I'm going to make this one a very different color right here. Alright, I'm going to make this a different color, slightly different color. Wow, I don't like that color. I think I need to make it a little bit something unique. Okay, so I will put up this color here on my chart. Okay, so I would recommend that you also put up yours. For those of you that are following my work on the Elliott wave, you put up this on your chart, and this territory here is the 2-bar corrective territories, which I will want to be seeing price break first. All right, I'm going to put up a line, and then we can see at the moment, you guys know that I like to see 2 wicks touching each other. Okay, I like to see 2 wicks touching each other, such as this one here, for a structural backing. Okay, so I want to see that, and I've clearly seen that here. So what I'm going to put up here, I'm going to just go ahead and tweak this a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tweak this a little bit like that, and voila, we've got a plan. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, I don't know what could happen inside of this territory. I don't have the slightest idea what could happen inside of this territory. All right, price could also start shorting from this point here. I have no slightest idea what could happen. Price could also bounce inside of this zone and then continue to the upside. I don't have any clue what will happen. But what I do know is that when price validates and confirms a complete reversal to the downside, I will be ready to take that trade. All right, I'm ready to take that trade, and as you guys know, I want to take this trade on a basis of a flat. Okay, on the grounds of a flat structure. So what I'm going to be doing here on the basis of a flat structure, you guys know I take statistical targets. Okay, so what I'm going to be targeting first, I'm going to be looking at a target of the belay. All right, let me just go ahead, put up that line, and then share with you also my very first target, which I'm going to be looking to take. I'm going to be looking to target the 1.667. All right. And let's also see from a wow, I don't want to target that zone. Okay, so I'm going to be targeting 1.669. I want to adjust a little bit. 1.669 is going to be my very first TP. Okay, so I want to target the 1.69. So here I'm going to be bringing up no, I don't have that on this very chart. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be waiting for any break below this zone. And a retest of this territory here I'm going to be waiting for. So I'm going to be waiting to take a short trade from this point down here, and my risk is going to be my previous high. All right, let's say I have this previous high in here. I'm going to be putting up my risk here at 168 pips. All right, and I'm going to be looking at a target of 390 pips. 390 pips. So I'm going to be risking 140, 160, and to target 395. Okay, 395. So let's look at that. All right, so 395 divided by 160, we're going to be looking at a risk to reward of a 2.4. Okay, 2.4 risk to reward trade. All right, so that's going to be a very nice TP for a TP1. Then for a TP2, which you guys know I want to target the 127 Fibonacci. All right, so let me just also share with you this one here. When you're looking at a flat pattern to take a target, you're not going to be drawing a Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high and then take the extension. Okay, you're going to be drawing from this wave 3 because this created this point here. Okay, you're going to be drawing from a wave 3 and to the wave C. That's when you're going to be looking to take the extension. All right, okay, just to get a clear understanding, because I like to share also in my videos what I expect or what I do over period. Okay, I don't just do random things. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking my TP2 Voila. Okay, so this is going to my TP2. My TP2 is going to be 1.6565. Alright, I'm not going to be taking that. I'm just going to adjust a little bit to the upside because of spread. I'm going to be taking 1.6576. Okay, I would like to take that 1.65. Probably I will just go ahead and take 8. Alright, I like to I prefer taking targets such as this one here. Like this one, I'm not always greedy in my targets. I like to take defined targets, so I'm going to be taking TP2 instead of that zone here. So if I'm going to be looking at taking TP2, it's going to be 500 pips. Okay, so 500 pips is going to be my TP2. So possibly I'm going to be taking 2 positions. As you guys know, I like to take 3 positions, 2 positions depending on my risk reward management rule and also my equity. So I'm going to be taking 2 positions for this one here, and in total I'm going to be risking in those 2 positions. I'm going to be risking 160 plus 160 pips. Now I'm going to be 2 position times 2. Then I'm going to be risking a total of 320 pips. And my target is going to be first for my very first TP1. As you guys remember, I'm going to be taking a 390 pips, and my second profit is going to be 500 pips. Alright, so I'm going to be taking those 2 targets, 390 pips plus 500 pips. I'm going to be taking total of 890 pips. I'm going to divide that by total of 320 pips, which I did take. So I'm going to be having to take still at the end of the day 2.721:2.7 risk to reward trade. So it's going to be a nice position, and these are the kind of trades I recommend and I take, and I feel so very comfortable taking them because they give me lots of happiness anytime. Alright, so that's what I'm going to be doing with you. Stay tuned, like, and also share with friends. That's the best thank you. And if you do subscribe to this channel, it's going to help you in also your growth development as well. And also, if you want to become more successful, follow my work on the Elliott Wave concept. I teach, I also mentor students on the Elliott Wave and also help you into becoming a better trader trading the Elliott Wave. See you next time and remain blessed.